Zamalek have written to CAF regarding the match that they had with Kaizer Chiefs. It's funny because this is like the second match that happened in South Africa that is needing CAF intervention. We're also going to talk about the mentality of Kaizer Chiefs players because people have questioned it. In fact, I questioned it because of what happened on Saturday. Also going to talk about what Kaizer said and what he thinks. What are the chances of Chiefs qualifying for the next round? How does it even look? We'll also discuss another coach of Zamalek and what he said about Kaizer Chiefs. And last but certainly not least, we'll also look at the story of image rights. What are they? And what Kaizer Mtaung or Jessica Mtaung has said about them. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Bilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Right, so you remember the game that we played on Saturday, right? Against Zamalek, we equalized via an own goal in the last minute. So Zamalek have complained about that whole thing, citing specifically two incidents. The first one is a penalty that was not given. I don't remember that penalty. But what I do remember, when I was watching the match, I was like, that's supposed to be a goal, where it looked like Miguel was tripped, but it wasn't tripped. I think he just slipped because I think there was a minor touch. It's not that heavy. And then the guy scored, but the whistle had gone. So they are complaining about that incident, and they are complaining about the penalty. They are complaining about the fact that there were a lot of yellow cards issued towards, and they are saying that VAR should be used and there should be better refereeing selections. The funny thing is that the referees are from Rwanda, so they wouldn't say it's because it's literally in the middle between the North Africa and South Africa, so it's not like we colluded with them or something. But I mean, I would be grieved as well if that happened. And before someone says, oh, Miguel Vele is costing us, Miguel, his stats from Saturday tell us that he was the better player in all of Chiefs players because he did give away one goal by failing to clear the ball, but he was also able to clear 2 goals off the line after the other defenders had made a mess out of it. So I'm just saying in passing. Now, let's talk about you subscribing because you have not subscribed. And I know that for every 10 people who watch this content, only 2 are subscribed. That does not sound right. Yeah? So if you're not subscribed, please do make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's talk about another sad thing, which I will just talk about. I did not even say in the intro. Bafana squad has been announced. Not a single Chiefs player is there. It's fine. We move. Mentality. So after Solomon scored a goal, Saturday, Chiefs score a goal. And then one thing that happened that I did not like, and I expected people to bring it up, but weird enough, very few people were even talking about it. I even want to show you this actually because I'm thinking, Uguti, what am I doing? Record. Here, so this is the screen. This is what happened. So this is Chiefs. They've scored a goal, right? Solomon's guy, man, I can't find it anymore. Why can't I find it? But here, yeah, there. They score. Look at Silva. You see Silva there. Silva is celebrating, but look at the rest of them. They are celebrating. Guys, we have 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes left on the clock. And when you are celebrating, do you understand that it's 95th minute, you are playing at home, you only have 1 point. Zamalek, by beating you, by drawing with you, have 4. Al Mazr have won 2 of their games and they have 6 points. And when you are scoring a goal that just gives you 1 point and you are celebrating it instead of taking the ball back to the center line and starting the game again, putting Zamalek under pressure for the last 3 minutes and hopefully getting something out of it. What this tells me is that our players are also not aware of what's happening. They are not aware of our situation here. We are currently 3rd. We drew with Zamalek at our own home. They were better than us in how they performed. So what are they going to do to us in Egypt? It's not guaranteed that we'll beat Al Mazra when they come here. We still have Zesco away. So when instead of trying to win a game, you are celebrating. And what pisses me off more than anything is the fact that Mzuki as a coach also went to the corner and celebrated. We are a big team. How are we celebrating a draw? Chiefs is a big team, guys. And I get celebrating a draw if maybe it's an away goal, maybe it's going to give you some kind of an advantage. No, it's home. It's home. So I just don't get it. I did not like what I saw. I'm not even going to lie to you. Anyways, we move. Because the next thing that I want to talk about is what the coach of Zamalek actually said about Kaizer Chiefs. It's heartbreaking. Says Kaizer Chiefs is a big name team. That thing just, the Zamalek coach says this about Kaizer Chiefs. The Zamalek coach says this about Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs is a big name team. Big name team is not even saying they're a big team. But he's right. But they did not reach Zamalek's goal in the first half, while they had only one chance in the second half. And then he continues to say that, and we, them, Zamalek, were able to create chances and miss chances. And he's not even lying. Now, people, fans of Kaizer Chiefs, will look at this and take this with heart. Like, oh, why is he saying this about us? He's offending us. But it's a fact. What quality did you see Chiefs do at home? Remember, we took the game, well, not Kuti, we took the game. We're forced to take the game to Polokwane in any case. By the way, Joburg has a higher altitude than Polokwane. It's not because, the altitude playing there is bad for them. It's still bad for them because Zamalek, they are coming from low altitude. It's like a team from Durban coming to play in Gauteng. That's the kind of situation that is with the altitude, because we are in a high altitude. It's difficult for them to breathe because they are used to distance from sea level is lower, so that means they're breathing oxygen that is much more dense. Physics class now. That's basically it. Mautlala, closer to the coast, you are getting more oxygen in a place that you are in. But in a high altitude like us, we're in Joburg, we're basically taking in air that is not that, drawn down by gravity. So it's not that dense. It's, but we are used to it. So when a team that comes from low altitude comes to high altitude, they are not used to the air that is that thin. So then they struggle and they can't perform. But when you watch that game on Saturday, did it look like the other team was struggling to breathe because of high altitude, low altitude? No, did not seem like it. It was us who were trying to run, maybe to try and exploit that. But that only applies in like the first 20 minutes. And if the team did not, acclimatize, arrive early and try to get used to the environment. But they'd arrived, they'd gotten used to the environment. So we did not look like a team that was playing with home ground advantage. That's what I'm saying. So, Jessica Mdaung is saying that it's important for Chiefs to own players' image rights. What image rights are, basically, it's like if I can sell image rights to Mpilo, I basically mean that person has a right to use my face to advertise Kaizer Chiefs, or let's say Nike. Oh God, please. Let's say Nike buys my image rights as an example. That means they have a right to use my face in their adverts. They have a right to, do whatever with my face. If there is a game by Nike, they can use my face and I cannot sue them because I sold them the rights. It's like selling my soul. But that's not the point. Image rights. That is why you won't see Kaizer Chiefs players, the things that even they post on social media, they are very controlled because they do not own their image. The image is owned by the club. So when if you post Ubambu Chwala, for example, I'm making an example, that's not a good image for you, which means it's not a good image for the club that owns you. Damn. They're owned. But that's the point, Uguti. For the most part, the image rights are owned by players. But when you come to Chiefs, the rights just get sold to Chiefs because you represent the brand, and they've already said Coach Zamalek to a big name team, so they always try to protect that name. by all means necessary. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because they pay them. They don't just tell them, don't do this, don't do that, but they actually buy your soul. I mean, your image rights to make sure that you don't do isn't as snacks. And then Kaizer thinks that Chiefs will still qualify. I'm not sure. I'm actually scared because we don't beat Zesco away. Better believe we're not gonna beat Zamalek away. So now we have to hope that we beat Al Mazrah, we beat Zesco at home. It's gonna be a long season. But what do you guys think? To let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And until next time, remember, Khosi. Wait. I did an analysis of that game from Saturday. Please go check it out here. Thank you. Bye-bye. Till next time, Khosi. What is this?